Hey, Ryu, there are twin characters in Demon Slayer, right? Like Yoriichi and Michikatsu, and the Tokito brothers.
Oh, you're sharp today, Sora. Actually, the theme of twins in Demon Slayer ties deeply into Japan's historical treatment of twins.
Wait, twins have some kind of special meaning in history?
Yup. In ancient Japan, twins were often considered unlucky, and they were treated pretty horribly. Let's unpack that history while looking at the characters in Demon Slayer.
Come to think of it, there was a pretty grim episode. In Yoriichi and Michikatsu's story, wasn't there?
Yeah, there was. Yoriichi was the younger twin, and because of the mark on his forehead, their father thought he was bad luck and tried to have him killed. But their mother desperately protected him, so he barely managed to survive. However, after that, Yoriichi was shoved into a shabby room, while his brother Michikatsu was treated as the honorable heir.
And yet, Michikatsu still felt sorry for Yoriichi. He even gave him a handmade flute to comfort him. He was such a kind brother back then.
But fate is cruel. When Yoriichi's unmatched swordsmanship was revealed, Michikatsu burned with jealousy. Their relationship turned tragic, and they ended up on opposing sides.
It's so sad, but the fact that Kokushibo kept that flute until the end shows how conflicted his feelings toward Yoriichi were.
Yeah, deep down, Michikatsu probably carried that bond with him the whole time. So, Sora, do you know why twins were treated as unlucky in ancient Japan?
No idea. Honestly, I thought twins were seen as lucky, not the other way around.
Nope. Back then, it was the opposite. For starters, there was this term chikushoubara, it's pretty harsh.
Chikushoubara? That sounds awful. What does it mean?
It translates to animal womb. Basically, giving birth to multiple children at once was seen as unnatural, like animals. And if the twins were a boy and a girl, people said they were reincarnations of lovers who committed suicide together.
Lovers who, what? That's such a ridiculous superstition.
I know, right? But it gets worse. During the Edo period, food shortages often made twins a target for kuchibarashi, literally mouth reduction, where some kids were abandoned to reduce the number of mouths to feed.
That's horrible. Just for being born twins, it's heartbreaking.
And for the samurai and nobles, twins brought even more problems. If twins were born, it caused disputes over who would inherit the family title. Sometimes, one twin would be sent to a temple or even locked away.
So to avoid succession conflicts, they would do something extreme like that? That's exactly what happened in the Kokushibo and Yoriichi storyline.
Exactly. Superstition, poverty, and inheritance struggles all combined to create these cruel beliefs about twins.
That's unbelievable. It's so different from how we see twins today. But it's also fascinating to see how those superstitions formed.
Yeah, but it's important to remember, none of it was the twins' fault. It's really unfair to them. On that note, the Tokito brothers had a bit of a different story, don't you think?
True. Muichiro and Yuichiro were children of woodcutters, not samurai, so there were no inheritance issues.
Yeah, they were raised with love and had a happy childhood for a while.
But after losing their parents, their lives took such a tragic turn.
I know, it's such a heartbreaking story.
By the way, Ryu, did these prejudices against twins exist all the way back in ancient Japan?
Yup. There's even a record in Nihon Shoki, one of Japan's oldest chronicles, about Emperor Keiko being shocked when one of his consorts gave birth to twins.
Oh, and wasn't one of those twins Yamato Takeru? He's famous as a legendary hero, but even he was treated as strange at birth?
Exactly. There's also a theory that Tokugawa Ieyasu's second son, Yuki Hideyasu, was a twin. Apparently, Ieyasu disliked him and refused to see him until he was 3. His brother was sent to live with their mother's relatives.
Wow, that explains why we rarely hear about twins in Japanese history.
Yeah, but as time went on, those prejudices faded.
That's right. By the 1950s, most of those old superstitions had disappeared. And nowadays, twins are seen in a much more positive light, like having a special bond.
Now you've got trends like twin outfits being super popular, too.
Exactly. Honestly, twins are adorable. And a lot of people probably envy them now.
So in Demon Slayer, the twin characters reflect this historical background of prejudice and superstition in Japan.
When you think about Yoriichi, Kokushibou, and the Tokito brothers in the context of history, the themes in Demon Slayer feel even deeper and more impactful.
Yeah, so next time you watch Demon Slayer, try thinking about the hidden history behind its twin characters.
That's it for today's discussion. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Catch you later.